Paolo Cesare Maldini is a former Italian footballer who played as a left or central defender, being adept with either foot although naturally right-footed. He spent all 25 seasons of his career at Serie A club Milan, before retiring at the age of 41 in 2009, becoming a symbol and a legend of the club. During that period, he won 26 trophies with Milan, the Champions League 5 times, as well as 7 Serie A titles, 1 Coppa Italia, 5 Supercoppe Italiane, 5 European Super Cups, 2 Intercontinental Cups, and 1 FIFA Club World Cup. He played for 14 years for the Italian national team, making his debut in 1988 before retiring in 2002 with 126 caps, a record which was only bettered by Cannavaro in 2009, and Buffon in 2013. Maldini captained Italy for 8 years, and held the record for appearances made as Italy's captain, wearing the armband 74 times, until he was once again overtaken by Cannavaro, in 2010. With Italy, Maldini took part in 3 European Championships, and 4 World Cups. Although he did not win a tournament with the Italian national team, he reached the finals of the 1994 World Cup and Euro 2000, and the semi-finals of the 1990 World Cup and Euro 1988, and was elected into the All-Star teams for each of these tournaments, in addition to the Euro 96 All-Star team. Maldini is widely regarded as one of the greatest defenders of all time. He played at a world-class level for his entire career spanning 2.5 decades, and won the Best Defender trophy at the UEFA Club Football Awards at the age of 39, as well as the Serie A Defender of the Year award in 2004. He came second to George Weah for the FIFA World Player of the Year award in 1995, the closest a defender had ever come to winning the award until Fabio Cannavaro won the award in 2006, also placing third in the Ballon d'Or on 2 occasions, in 1994 and 2003. In 1999, he was voted the 21st greatest footballer of all time in World Soccer's list of the 100 greatest footballers of the 20th century. In 2002, he was chosen as a defender on the FIFA World Cup Dream Team, and in 2004 he was named as one of the top 125 greatest living footballers as part of FIFA's 100th anniversary celebration. He was also included in the Sun's Team of the Decade in 2009, and in World Soccer's Greatest All-Time 11, in 2013. Maldini was also the Milan and Italy captain for many years and was considered a leader amongst leaders by fellow footballers, leading to the nickname Il Capitano. Maldini holds the records for most appearances in Serie A, with 647, and in UEFA club competitions, with 174. He is also the record appearance holder for Milan, with 902 caps. Following his retirement after the 2008 September season, his lifelong club, Milan, retired his number 3 shirt in his honor, and in December 2012, he was inducted into the Italian Football Hall of Fame. Paolo's father Cesare formerly played for and captained Milan, and was a successful national U21 manager, who also coached both Milan and the senior national side. Club career. Debut and Sacchi era. Originally a Milan youth squad product, Maldini also went on to play his entire club career with the Milan senior side, making his league debut for AC Milan under Nils Lidholm in the 1984 Euro 85 season on January 20, 1985, replacing the injured Sergio Battistini in a match against Udinese at the age of 16. It was his only league appearance of the campaign, but he was immediately made a member of the starting 11 the following season, at the age of 17, at right back, being handed the number 3 shirt. He was later switched to his more iconic position of left back due to his ability with his left foot. Maldini scored the first of his 29 goals in Serie A on January 4, 1987 in a 1-0 win against Como. The 1987 Euro 88 Scudetto under Arrigo Sacchi marked Maldini's first trophy, and the first of 7 league titles, with the club. Sacchi's Milan side is remembered for including the legendary Dutch trio of Frank Rijkaard, Ruud Gullit and Marco van Basten, as well as the Italian midfielders Carlo Ancelotti, Roberto Donadoni, and their legendary defensive lineup. Under Arrigo Sacchi, and later Fabio Capello, Maldini formed one of the greatest defensive lineups in history. The back four that included Maldini and fellow long-timers Franco Baresi, Alessandro Costa Curta, Mauro Tassotti, and later Christian Panucci, is widely considered one of European football's most formidable defensive quartets of the 1990s. During the 1987-88 Serie A title, Milan only conceded 14 goals, finishing with the best defense in Italy. Following Baresi's retirement, he would also form a formidable and successful partnership with Alessandro Nesta. Maldini went on to win the Supercoppe Italiana with Milan the following season, and followed up this trophy with back-to-back European Cup titles in 1988-89 and 1989-90, while Milan finished in third and in second place in Serie A during those respective seasons. To this day, Milan are the last side to have successfully defended the European Cup trophy. Milan managed to reach the final of the 1989-90 Coppa Italia, losing out to Juventus. Milan also managed to capture successive European Super Cup titles in 1989 and 1990, as well as successive Intercontinental Cup titles, once again 1989 and 1990. The following season, in what would be Sacchi's final season with the club, Milan were eliminated in the quarter-finals of the European Cup by eventual finalists Olympique Marseille, and finished second in Serie A, behind Sampdoria, once again with the best defence in the league, conceding only 19 goals. Milan reached the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia, losing out to eventual champions Roma. In 1989, Maldini was awarded the Bravo Award, as the best under-23 player in European competitions. Capello era and post-Capello crisis, under Sacchi's replacement, Fabio Capello, Milan would continue to be a dominant force in Italy and in Europe. Maldini was also part of Milan's undefeated Serie A side, which won the championship in the 1991 Euro 92 season. Milan went unbeaten for an Italian record of 58 league matches. Milan also scored a record 74 goals in 34 matches that season and reached the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. This would be Milan's first of 3 consecutive Serie A titles under Capello in the early 90s. Maldini helped Milan defend the Serie A title the following season, also helping to lead Milan to another Coppa Italia semi-final, and what would be the first of 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League finals. Milan would lose the Champions League final in a 1-0 defeat to Olympique Marseille. That season, Maldini scored his first goal in European competitions on October 21, 1992, in a 1-0 Champions League win against Slovan Bratislava. The following season, Milan captured their 3rd consecutive Serie A title, finishing yet again with the best defence in Italy, conceding a mere 15 goals. Milan were defeated in the UEFA Super Cup and the Intercontinental Cup finals. Maldini also helped lead Milan to a 2nd consecutive Champions League final, where he helped Milan to defeat Barcelona. Due to Costa Curta's suspension, and injuries sustained to Baresi, Papin, Van Basten and Brian Laudrup, Cruyff's Barcelona Dream Team were heavy favourites to win the trophy, with the formidable attacking duo of Romario and Stoichkov. Despite these key absences, Maldini helped the Milan defence keep a clean sheet and overcome Barcelona 4-0 in the final, thanks to a brace by Massero, and 2 more goals by Xavier Evara and Sali. After winning his 3rd Champions League and reaching the 1994 World Cup final, Maldini became the first defender ever to win World Soccer Magazine's annual World Player of the Year award. During his acceptance speech, Maldini called his milestone a particular matter of pride because defenders generally receive so much less attention from fans and the media than goal scorers. We are more in the engine room rather than taking the glory. He then singled out Milan captain Franco Baresi as a player who really deserved to receive the sort of award I have received. Maldini also placed 3rd in the 1994 Ballon d'Or, behind Stoichkov and Baggio, and 5th in the FIFA World Player of the Year award. The following season, Milan and Maldini captured their 3rd consecutive Italian Super Cup under Capello, and won the UEFA Super Cup, missing out on the Intercontinental Cup. After 3 consecutive titles, Milan were unable to retain their Serie A title, although they reached their third consecutive Champions League final, where they were defeated 1-0 by Ajax. Maldini came second behind future teammate George Weah in the 1995 FIFA World Player of the Year award for his performances. Maldini was able to capture his fifth Serie A title, and his fourth under Capello, the following season. Following Capello's departure, and the aging and retirement of several key players, Milan suffered disappointing results during the next few seasons, undergoing several managerial changes. Milan lost the Italian Supercup final to Fiorentina in 1996, and failed to qualify for European competitions for 2 consecutive seasons, as well as suffering a group stage elimination in the 1996-97 UEFA Champions League. Following Bessi's and Tassotti's retirement after the 1996-97 season, Maldini was appointed Milan's captain. Despite the difficulties Milan encountered during this period, through Maldini's leadership, they managed to reach the Coppa Italia final in 1998, losing out to Lazio, and managed to win the 1998-99 Serie A title under Zaccheroni, finishing 1 point ahead of Lazio. The title was followed by more disappointment, however, as Milan failed to win the Italian Supercup against Parma, and finished third in Serie A, also finishing bottom of their Champions League group. Milan would be eliminated in the second round of the Champions League the next season and would finish in a disappointing 6th place in Serie A, failing once again to qualify for the Champions League, and participating in the UEFA Cup the following season. Ancelotti era. After a series of disappointing seasons, Milan once again became a dominant force in Italy and in Europe under Carlo Ancelotti. In the 2001 February season, Milan finished in 4th place, qualifying for the UEFA Champions League, and also reached their best-ever finish in the UEFA Cup, losing out in the semi-finals. The following season would see Maldini partner up with Alessandro Nesta, Alessandro Costa Curta and Cafu, who, along with Jaap Stam during the 2004 May season, would form a formidable defensive lineup in Italy and in Europe during the Ancelotti era. Milan would finish third in Serie A, but Maldini would manage to win the first Coppa Italia of his career, defeating Roma in the final. Maldini's greatest achievement of the season, however, was leading Milan to win the 2002-03 UEFA Champions League as their captain for the first time in his career, in the first All-Italian final, against Juventus, on the 28th May, 2003, at Old Trafford. Maldini would help Milan to keep a clean sheet throughout the match, as they defeated Juventus 3-2 on penalties after a 0-0 deadlock following extra time. On that day, it was exactly 40 years since Paolo's father, Cesare Maldini, had also lifted the European Cup trophy as Milan's captain, coincidentally in England. Maldini was elected man of the match, and was elected to be part of the UEFA Team of the Year for the first time in his career. The following season, Milan were defeated by Juventus on penalties in the Italian Super Cup, and in the Intercontinental Cup final by Boca Juniors, once again on penalties, but managed to defeat Porto to capture yet another UEFA Super Cup. Maldini placed third in the 2003 Ballon d'Or for the second time in his career. Maldini would go on to captain Milan to win the Serie A title that season, with a record 82 points, whilst Milan would be eliminated in the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia by Lazio, and in the quarter-finals of the Champions League by Deportivo. In April 2004, Maldini placed 10th on the UEFA Golden Jubilee poll, an online UEFA survey, which was organised to commemorate the best European footballers of the past 50 years. Maldini was the second highest-placed Italian after Dino Zoff. Maldini was also included in the FIFA 100 list in 2004, which was a selection of the 125 greatest living footballers, chosen by Pella Copyright. Following his league-winning performances, Maldini was elected to be the Serie A Defender of the Year in 2004 at the Italian Footballing Awards. Maldini began the next season by lifting the 2004 Italian Super Cup as captain after defeating Lazio. Milan would finish second in Serie A to Juventus that season, and would go on to reach the Champions League final, only to lose out on penalties, although he would open the scoring in the first minute. In 2005 Maldini was elected to be a part of the UEFA Team of the Year for the second time in his career, and was also elected to be the part of the FIFA World 11 for the first time in his career. The following season, Milan finished second behind Juventus in Serie A once again, and reached the Champions League semi-finals, only to be defeated by eventual champions Barcelona. Both Juventus and Milan were later deducted points for being involved in the 2006 match-fixing scandal, and the title was awarded to Inter, whilst Juventus were relegated, with Milan finishing in third place after the point deduction. During the season, Maldini scored his first and only double of his career, against Ravenna. On September 25, 2005, Maldini broke Dino Zoff's Serie A appearance record after playing his 571st league match against Treviso. 7 days earlier, he had played his 800th game in all competitions for Milan. The following season, Maldini helped to captain Milan to a fourth-place finish, despite their point deduction, leading them to obtain a crucial Champions League qualifying spot. Maldini played his 600th Serie A match on May 13, 2007 in a 1-1 draw at Catania. That season, Maldini captained Milan to their third Champions League final in 6 years, leading them to a 2-1 victory over Liverpool in the 2007 Champions League final on May 23, 2007 in Athens, avenging their defeat from 2005. At the age of 37, Maldini became the oldest captain to lift the UEFA Champions League trophy. Maldini has participated in 8 UEFA Champions League finals during the course of his career, which is bettered only by Francisco Gento, who also appeared in a Cup Winners' Cup final, bringing his total European finals to 9. Maldini has lifted the trophy 5 times, and twice as captain. In an interview with ESPN that aired prior to the broadcast of the 2007 final, he labeled the 2005 Champions League final, a match that Milan lost on penalties to Liverpool after blowing a 3-0 half-time lead, the worst moment of his career, even though he had scored the fastest ever goal in a European Clubs Cup final just 51 seconds into the match, in the process also becoming the oldest player ever to score in a final. Maldini was elected the UEFA Club Defender of the Year for his performances. In 2007, after capturing the UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla, and becoming the first European captain to lift the FIFA Club World Cup, after defeating Boca Juniors on December 16, Maldini announced his plans to retire at the end of the 2007 Euro 08 season, saying that he would do so with no regrets. However, following Milan's elimination from the Champions League by Arsenal in March, Maldini stated that he would possibly delay his retirement for at least a further year. He signed an extension on June 6 that kept him at Milan for the 2008 Euro 09 season. On April 18, 2009, Maldini announced that he will be finally retiring at the end of the 2008 Euro 09 season. On February 16, 2008, in the match against Parma at the Tardini Stadium, Maldini came on for Jan Kulowski, making his 1,000th professional career appearance, of which 861 were with Milan, 12 with the Italian under-21 side, 1 with Italian Olympic team, and 126 with the Italian senior team. In European football, only the English goalkeeper Peter Shilton had collected more appearances, 1,390 between 1966 and 1997. Maldini played his last game in the Champions League on March 4, 2008, at the San Siro against Arsenal, in a 2-0 loss that eliminated Milan from the 2007-08 Champions League in the round of 16. On May 17, in the Friuli Stadium, Maldini played his 900th official match for Milan in a league game against Udinese. Maldini's last match in San Siro was on May 24, in a game lost 3-2 against Roma, and was given a standing ovation by the fans. There was a small controversy, however, when the Milan Ultras fans known as Brigate Rossoneri protested against Maldini as he said goodbye. His last appearance for Milan, and his last game as an active player was on May 31, 2009, in the last match of the season, against Fiorentina, which Milan won 2-0, allowing them to finish the season in third place and qualify for the following season's Champions League. Maldini was once again given a standing ovation by the fans. As they had previously done with Bessi's number 6 shirt, Milan retired Maldini's number 3 shirt, but stated that it will be bequeathed to one of his sons if one of them were to make the club's senior side. On August 28, 2009 in Monte Carlo, Paolo Maldini was awarded a prize for his career by UEFA during the draw for the group stage of the 2009-10 Champions League. On November 17, 2009 the Spanish sports newspaper Marca awarded Maldini the Marca Loenda Prize, for his career and achievements. International career. In 1986, Maldini was called up by his father Ser to the Italian U21 side, where he earned 12 caps and scored 5 goals in 2 years. With the under-21 Italian side, Maldini came second behind Spain in the 1986 championship, although Italy were eliminated in the quarter-finals of the 1988 tournament. He made his Azzurri debut at the age of 19 on March 31, 1988, in a 1-1 friendly draw against Yugoslavia in Spoleto, and made one appearance for Italy at the 1988 Olympics, where they finished in 4th place. Maldini featured in all 4 of Italy's games at Euro 1988, where they reached the semi-finals, losing to the Soviet Union. He participated in his first World Cup in 1990 on home soil, appearing in 7 of Italy's matches. Maldini helped Italy to win 5 consecutive matches, and was a starting member of the defense that kept a World Cup record of 5 consecutive clean sheets. The Italian defense eventually conceded an equalizing goal in the semi-final match against Maradona's Argentina, after going a World Cup record total of 518 minutes without conceding a goal. Following 2 periods of extra time, in which neither team was able to score, Italy lost out to Argentina on penalties. Italy eventually placed third, after defeating England 2-1 in the 3rd-4th place final match, capturing the bronze medal, and finishing the tournament with the best defense, only have conceding 2 goals throughout the entire World Cup. Italy also finished the World Cup as the 3rd-placed team with best historical record. Although the Italian side was not victorious, the squad won 6 matches out of the total 7, with their only draw coming against Argentina in the semi-final. Maldini was elected to be part of the team of the tournament for his performances. Maldini's first international goal came in his 44th career match, in a 2-0 friendly win over Mexico in Florence, on January 20, 1993. Maldini was part of the Italy squad that participated in the 1992 US Cup, finishing in 2nd place in the friendly tournament, behind the host nation. Italy failed to qualify for Euro 1992, finishing 2nd in their group, but qualified for the 1994 World Cup, where Maldini was named vice-captain for Italy. During the 1994 World Cup, Maldini played in all 7 of Italy's matches, and debuted for the injured Franco Baresi in the matches against Mexico, Nigeria, Spain and Bulgaria, keeping a clean sheet in the group match against Norway. Maldini helped to bring Italy to the final, leading the Italian defense, playing both as a centre-back and as a full-back, due to the absences of his Milan and Italy defense teammates Baresi, Tassotti and Costacurta. Maldini helped Italy keep a clean sheet in the final against favourites Brazil as the team eventually lost on penalties. As in 1990, Maldini was named in the team of the tournament for his performances, 32 years after his father received the same honour at the 1962 World Cup. After Baresi's international retirement in 1994, Maldini was appointed the team's full-time captain. A disappointing Euro 1996 campaign would see Italy eliminated in the group stage with 4 points, in a group which contained the 2 eventual finalists of the tournament, Germany and the Czech Republic. Maldini played in all 3 of Italy's group matches. The 1998 World Cup in France would see Italy start strongly, topping their group. Maldini played in all 5 of Italy's matches, and started the play that led to Vieri's opening goal in Italy's first match against Chile, which ended in a 2-2 draw. Maldini, partnering with Costacurta, Cannavaro, Nesta and Bergami, would also help Italy to keep clean sheets in the second group match against Cameroon, the round of 16 match Norway, and France in the quarter-finals, but Italy would eventually go out of the tournament to the hosts and eventual champions on penalties, after a 0-0 draw, for the third consecutive time in a World Cup. Italy managed to reach the final of Euro 2000, but lost once again to defending World Cup champions France in extra time. Maldini played in all 6 of Italy's matches during the tournament. Italy topped their group, winning every match, and Maldini, starting alongside Cannavaro and Nesta, helped the Italian defence to concede only 2 goals en route to the final, keeping clean sheets against co-hosts Belgium in the group stage, Romania in the quarter-finals, and co-hosts the Netherlands in the semi-finals. A 10-man Italy advanced to the final on penalties after a 0-0 draw with the Dutch following extra time. Although Maldini missed his penalty, Italy won the shootout 3-1. Italy were leading 1-0 in the final until Wilt had equalised in the final minute of stoppage time. Trezeguet had scored the golden goal in the 103rd minute, in extra time. In all of the 3 European Championships in which Maldini participated, he was elected to be part of the team of the tournament for his performances. Maldini played in his 4th World Cup, and his 2nd as captain, in the 2002 World Cup in Korea and Japan, helping Italy to keep a clean sheet in their opening win against Ecuador, playing in all 4 of Italy's matches. Italy disappointed in the remaining group matches, but went on to the knockout round as the second-placed team of their group. Immediately after a 10-man Italy were controversially eliminated in the round of 16, by a golden goal, to co-host South Korea. Maldini retired from international football, at the age of 34, as Italy's most capped player. He scored 7 international goals, all coming in home games. He spent over half of his 16 years as an international as team captain, wearing the armband a record 74 times, until he was overtaken by Cannavaro. Despite his performances for his country, Maldini was unable to win a trophy with the national squad, although he managed to reach both the final of both the World Cup and the European Championship. Maldini has collected 23 appearances in World Cups, which is the second highest total after Latham H. the Currency-Us, who appeared in 25 matches, over 5 World Cups against Maldini's 4 tournaments, however. Maldini holds the record for most minutes played in World Cup matches, however, with 22 16 minutes played. In February 2009, Italian head coach Marcello Lippi declared his support for a testimonial match for Maldini, stating that it would give him a chance to play for the Azzurri for a final time. Italian Football Federation offered him a place in the lineup in a friendly match against Northern Ireland. However, Maldini rejected the offer, saying that he wanted to part with football in an official match. Retirement. Prior to his retirement, Maldini expressed that he would never be moving into a coaching career. He was offered a position that would have reunited him with his former manager, Carlo Ancelotti, by joining Chelsea FC. As a coach, having reportedly met with Ancelotti and with Chelsea's owner, Roman Abramovich, to discuss such a possibility. Ancelotti later announced that Maldini had turned down his offer to become part of Chelsea's coaching staff. Style of play. Although he played as a left-back for much of his career, Maldini was naturally right-footed, and began playing for Milan as a right-back. He later became an ambidextrous player, and was switched to the left-back position by then-manager Arrigo Sacchi, due to the presence of Tassotti on the right for Milan, as well as the emergence of the young right-back Panucci. This was also made possible due to Maldini's own tactical versatility, which also allowed him to play anywhere along the backline, and have a long and successful professional footballing career, both with Milan and the national side. Maldini was renowned for his technical ability, athleticism, sliding tackles, stamina, and pacey energetic forward runs as a left-back. He was also an excellent crosser of the ball, and had the unique capacity to be an effective attacking threat, scoring and assisting several goals throughout his career, as well as being an attentive defender. However, in the final few years of his career, as he lost speed, he was moved to a centre-back position, where he also excelled, relying on his experience, tactical ability, consistency, positioning and timing to win the ball. As a centre-back in his later career, Maldini was particularly renowned for his marking, awareness, his ability to read the game, and his ability to anticipate players and attacking plays. Despite being a precise tackler and an imposing defensive presence, he often avoided committing to challenges when he deemed them unnecessary, preferring to restrict the offensive play of his opponents through his positioning and marking. Maldini was also known for his aerial ability, his strength, tackling and man-marking, as well as his tactical knowledge. His skilled ball control, vision, passing range, and ability to begin plays from the backline, in addition to his composure and defensive capabilities, also allowed him to excel in the sweeper or libero position, on the rare occasion that he was deployed in this role. All these attributes combined enabled Maldini to be considered one of the greatest and most complete defenders of all time. Apart from his successful national and club careers, Maldini was also able to win many individual trophies, due to his consistent performances. Legacy. Maldini is considered to have been one of the greatest defenders of all time, and has been described as an icon and gentleman of the game. He has been known for his calm and correct behavior on the pitch, preferring elegance and intelligence to physicality and aggression when defending, and only having picked up a single red card throughout his footballing career, in a friendly match. In a 2002 FIFA poll, Maldini was selected as a defender in the FIFA World Cup Dream Team. He was the first defender ever shortlisted for the FIFA World Player of the Year award, finishing second in 1995. He was also twice elected as a finalist for the Ballon d'Or, in 1994 and in 2003, where he finished third on both occasions. In addition to his team success, he also won several individual accolades and awards, due to his performances and his reputation as one of the best defenders in the game. He has won the UEFA Defender of the Year, the Serie A Defender of the Year, the Bravo Award and the World Soccer Player of the Year award. He has also been elected as part of the UEFA Team of the Year, the FIFPro World 11, the World Cup Team of the Tournament and the European Championship Team of the Tournament during his career. Maldini was a symbol of his club and the Italian national football team for some time. He was also known for his great consistency, versatility and longevity throughout his career, breaking into the Milan and Italian starting lineup as a teenager, and remaining there throughout the rest of his career, until he retired at the age of 41. Throughout his career, Maldini was also considered to be a leader, both for Milan and for the Italian national side. He was renowned for his vocal, commanding presence on the pitch, and for his awareness, communication and organizational skills, helping to motivate his teammates and ensuring they remained in position. He has played in over 1,000 professional matches during his 25 seasons at Milan, and he is currently the record appearance holder in Serie A, and for Milan in all competitions. Maldini has also appeared in a record of 8 Champions League finals, and is the record appearance holder in all UEFA club competitions. With 126 caps during the 16 years he played for Italy, he was the record appearance holder for the national team, until he was overtaken by Fabio Cannavaro in 2009, and by Gianluigi Buffon in 2013. He has obtained the record number of caps for Italy as captain, wearing the armband on 74 occasions. Personal life. Maldini has been married to Venezuelan former model Adriana Fossa since 1994. The couple have 2 sons, Christian and Daniel, who both have already been signed by Maldini's former club Milan and currently play in the youth teams. In 2003, he lifted the European Cup Champions League as club captain exactly 40 years after his father Cesare accomplished the same feat for the same side. The only other father-son pairs to have done so are Manuel Sanchez Martinez and Manuel Sanchez Ontinyello of Real Madrid, and Carlos and Sergio Busquets of Barcelona. Career statistics, club. 1 European competitions include the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Cup. 2 other tournaments include the Supercoppe Italiana, UEFA Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup and FIFA Club World Cup. 3 playoff for UEFA Cup admission, international. International goals, honours, Milan, winner, Serie A, 1987 a Euro 88, 1991 a Euro 92, 1992 a Euro 93, 1993 a Euro 94, 1995 a Euro 96, 1998 a Euro 99, 2003 a Euro 04, Coppa Italia, 2002 a Euro 03, Supercoppe Italiane, 1988, 1992, 1993, 1994, 2004, European Cup Champions League, 1988 a Euro 89, 1989 a Euro 90. 1993 a Euro 94, 2002 a Euro 03, 2006 a Euro 07, UEFA Super Cup, 1989, 1990, 1994, 2003, 2007, Intercontinental Cup, 1989, 1990, FIFA Club World Cup, 2007, runner-up, Serie A, 1989 a Euro 90, 1990 a Euro 91, 2004 a Euro 05, Coppa Italia, 1989 a Euro 90, 1997 a Euro 98, Supercoppe Italiane, 1996, 1999, 2003. UEFA Champions League, 1992 a Euro 93, 1994 a Euro 95, 2004 a Euro 05, UEFA Super Cup, 1993, Intercontinental Cup, 1993, 1994, 2003, National Team, FIFA World Cup 3rd place, 1990, FIFA World Cup runners-up, 1994, UEFA European Football Championship, runners-up 2000, UEFA European Football Championship, semi-finalists 1988, Summer Olympics 4th place, 1988, UEFA U21 European Football Championship runners-up, 1986, individual, Bravo Award, 1989, UEFA European Championship. Team of the tournament, 1988, 1996, 2000, FIFA World Cup All-Star Team, 1990, 1994, UEFA Champions League Final Man of the Match, 2003, 1995 FIFA World Player of the Year, Silver Award, Ballon d'Or Bronze Award, 1994, 2003, World Soccer Player of the Year, 1994, Serie A Defender of the Year, 2004, FIFA 100, UEFA Team of the Year, 2003, 2005, FIFPro World 11, 2005, ESM Team of the Year, 1994. A Euro 95, 1995 a Euro 96, 1999 a Euro 00, 2002 a Euro 03, UEFA Champions League Best Defender, 2007, UEFA Champions League Achievement Award, 2009, Marco Loenda, 2009, Italian Football Hall of Fame, 2012, Records, most appearances in all competitions, 902, most league appearances, 647, most league appearances for AC Milan, 647, most UEFA Club Competitions appearances, 175, most UEFA Club Competitions appearances for AC Milan, 175. Most European competitions appearances, 168, most European competitions appearances for AC Milan, 168. Most UEFA Champions League appearances for AC Milan, 139, most finals played in UEFA Champions League a Euro 8, youngest first-team player, 16 years and 208 days, longest-serving player, 24 years and 132 days, record of minutes played in the World Cups, 22-16, fastest goal scored in UEFA Champions League European Cup final history, 50 seconds, 2005, orders. 4th class/officer, Ufficiale Ordine al Merito della Repubblica Italiana, 2000. 5th class/knight, Cavaliere Ordine al Merito della Repubblica Italiana, 1991, references.